You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Hey, let me tell you about what went down in the Mariners vs. Angels game on July 24th. It was a fun one if you're a Seattle fan. The Mariners managed to pull off a tight 4-2 win over the Angels, in a matchup that had some big plays, a little drama, and just enough edge-of-your-seat moments to keep it interesting until the final out. So to start, Seattle didn't waste time. They put pressure on the Angels early, and kept applying it just enough to stay ahead. And even though the Angels had their ace, Yusei Kikuchi, on the mound, who's actually been really solid lately, Seattle still found ways to put the ball in play. Kikuchi pitched fairly deep into the game, hitting his usual mark of going past the 5th inning. But the Mariners knew how to work around his strengths, especially his heavy use of the slider. One guy who really stood out was Cal Raleigh. The Mariners catcher has been hot against lefties, and Thursday night was no different. Even though he'd had a rest the night before, he came back swinging and notched another hit, continuing to do serious damage against southpaws. He's making a real case for MVP consideration this season, especially when you look at how consistent he's been in big moments like this. On the other side, Mike Trout did his part for the Angels. The guy's been a hit machine lately, literally. He's now logged a hit in 19 of his last 25 games. And he added to that total against the Mariners. He's been showing off that elite plate discipline too, with a walk rate that's up there in the 98th percentile. But even with his presence, it just wasn't enough to lift the Angels past Seattle's pitching. Seattle's rookie starter, Logan Evans, held his own too. Sure, he's still getting comfortable back in the big leagues after a stint in AAA, but he limited damage well despite allowing some contact. The Angels did manage to score, but the Mariners' bullpen shut things down late and secured the win. In the end, it wasn't a blowout, but it was one of those wins that felt earned. Every inning mattered. Timely hitting, smart pitching, and just enough defense to keep the Angels at bay. With this 4-2 win, the Mariners walk away with confidence, while the Angels will be left wondering what it'll take to close out these close ones. Stay subscribed for more videos.